I'm going to take a different approach and let you see the truth that's in the world around you that's been basically taught to you through fable, fairy tale, movies since you were a child. And you're going to see the amazing truth of it all and what it all means. Why do witches wear these big tall hats? Witches and wizards. And once I show you this and we go through a couple of videos, it's not going to be long, you're going to see. You're looking at it right now. But I'm going to explain it further here. And it has some amazing connections to the Pyramid of Giza, of which this shape itself also makes, not just a witch hat. There's something that the witches and the wizards are hiding. Their iniquity, or the source of their power, is hid. It's being bound up. That's what the symbolism is of this witch's hat. It's symbolizing the stone that is not only binding them, but is also hiding them. And then their goal is to birth them also at the same time, to birth these fallen ones, to birth these illuminated ones into our world. All of it's all there. All of it is going to be fractal complete. So we're going to go from the witches and wizards hat all the way down to this horn that is piercing the top of the head of these unicorns, of which we know now is false Israel, more importantly being led by Ephraim. In order to do that, first I'm just going to show you a couple of simple scriptures so that you can see we speak the truth. This is going to be chapter 13 of Hosea, which I'm going to come back to later and show you the amazing connections. The iniquity of Ephraim is bound up. His sin is hid. That's that witch's hat. You're going to see that, yes, the iniquity, this fallen prince, the iniquitous one, is bound up. Their sin, the source of their power, is hid. This witch's hat is the very childlike understanding of that. But once you can begin to see that, we'll get into the more mature vision of what all this means. Further listening about Ephraim, as Hosea the seer describes it, the sorrows of a travailing woman shall come upon him, meaning Ephraim. He is an unwise son, for he should not stay long in the place of the breaking forth of children. Incredible. And that is for the Masons out there. It's telling you, you're not going to stay long in this place of your power, of your kingship, as you bring forth and birth this New World Order, as you bring forth and birth these fallen ones that are to come with your supposed order. You're not going to stay long in that place. There's the travailing of the woman, the symbolism for the birth. It's important to see that. So right now from these verses we see that Ephraim's, their iniquity is bound up. Their sin is even hid. We're going to make the connection to Ephraim as being the symbolism for the stone. And to understand what they're hiding, we go right here. Verse 24, chapter 49 of Genesis. But his bow abode in strength, and the arms of his hands were made strong by the hands of the mighty God of Jacob. From thence is the shepherd, the stone of Israel. Very important. Retain now that Jacob is declaring that Ephraim is the shepherd. Zechariah 11:17 declares them as the false shepherd that leadeth the children to the slaughter. But Ephraim nonetheless is being considered as the shepherd, which is going to come into the symbolism of this crooked staff that you see the shepherds were to carry in ancient Israel. Also, Ephraim is now being referred as the stone of Israel. Well, it's going to be this stone of Israel which is hiding them, as you see here in verse 13, as it's directly talking about Ephraim here. So you understand all of this as it connects back with the picture when I come back.